Alright, map 4 here. We decided to go back to our roots of Fochcomp. Once again, we expected them to try and run something like Afara or something to play a little bit more aggressive up on us. So we went out with the McCree to start.
1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
So we lost Zeret again, first fight. So I want to see why. So when he might have just got melted down. So he went for a fire strike, and he should have kept his shield up a little bit longer, I think. So because we lost our main tank first, we ended up just needing to hold S and get out of there. So that's what we tried to do. We ended up losing a couple more in the process, and Swanky. And then I think Canada goes down here too. I do. So we were trying to tell people just get all the way out. But Zeret went down, so he was going to get picked as well. Guardian at least was able to get out. So we finally were able to regroup. And because we were waiting on respawns, we weren't able to recontest, and we decided that we didn't need a McCree. We'd rather have a Mei. So we went ahead and switched. They blow an ult just to make sure they cap, which is fine. But again, our strong suit is and has always been choke points. So we said, okay, let's regroup. We're going to get ready to hold this choke point. So then using our comp, we go in and speed into them here. We get their Rhine for overextending. Go back to the choke, and then we speed into them here and try to get a few more pickoffs. We do end up losing our brig, but we end up cleaning up just about everybody else. Huge shatter. Just keep speeding in, clean up everybody. Really nice execution. Again, maybe don't need the sound barrier there, because I think sound barrier really should be saved for Sigma ult. But we counter grav instead. And invest a couple ults. And Canada just ended up carrying the fight there. But yeah, I think we may not have needed to invest even as much as we did if I had saved the Lucio, amp it up, or at least we would have won the fight maybe with more, because we end up having to back out and we didn't back out quick enough, and so we end up losing Guardian super late. So here we're still just trying to peel back. I get picked off. So luckily everybody else was able to stay safe until I got back. Almost. As I say that. But we get a huge pick on their Reaper, and now I'm back, and so we were able to go ahead and engage aggressively, especially because I knew I was about to have beat. So I made the call to go ahead and go in. So we pushed forward here. And then I beat pretty early. And then it's just cleanup once again. I just love how aggressive we can be with this comp. It just feels so good when you're running it. Great wall. So Sigma decides to use his ult super late. Get a nice wall there to block the McCree ult. So they end up investing 2 ults after they've already lost the fight. So I think if we were playing a better Sigma, like, not that he was terrible, but his ult usage was like, he never punished us. He never punished me for not reacting to his ult and respecting his ult. Good combo there. I wish Zerrit would have been playing a little bit further forward. He was playing a little bit too far back when that grab went off. So that's a little bit of an adjustment we can make.
30 seconds remaining.
That Reaper was able to make it out from the flank. And I was kind of scouting around because I didn't know where he teleported to, so I was looking around making sure he wasn't still behind us. And then one more fight, so we speed boost in.
10 seconds remaining.
Nice focus targets. Let's just clean up from there. Good round.
Initiating match. Ready for battle. Attackers incoming.
All right.
Stop the
So
payload.
Swanky wanted to see if he could get a quick pick or two. Sees and scouts that they are running the double shield bastion. And so we debated for a quick second on how to handle it, but I think we ended up handling it really well. I made the call to go through the tunnel and speed boost through. So we just make a quick rotation around. Their Sigma ends up dropping, so we punish him very quickly. And we just go all the way around and wrap up from underneath them. And they really didn't know what we were doing, and so we were able to come in and punish them pretty quickly. We ended up losing 2, but we got their Bastion, which was the big one. And then we were able to punish a couple of their healers here. A couple of their healers. Both of their healers. So overall, I think we executed that really, really nicely. And then we had the May come in and have a beautiful little sit on the cart. Get it rolling around the corner for us. And then they didn't even recontest. We were able to hold them off in the choke. So it was a huge first fight for us. There was an amazing rotation, moved really well as a team, and executed pretty well. Obviously, there's things we could have cleaned up on staying together and moving together once the fight broke out. But then we do the same thing. We saw that they were on the high ground, so we just rotate right around, speed boost in, and then they drop, and now their bastion's exposed. So we just charge right in, get the bastion, and try to clean up from there. I think that was a pretty poor decision on my part to invest beat there. However, it did keep them invested in the fight over there, and we were able to keep the cart moving. And now we're in one fight territory. So here they invested a lot of ults, so we just said, okay, we're out. So we were able to get them out and regroup. So we decided to go high ground. We weren't sure exactly where they were going to set up again. So here, I think, again, just like the execution on that rotation was just really nice. We pushed them out of the position they wanted to be in, and then it was just a matter of cleaning up after that. I think we could have done a better job of like calling targets in that moment. Obviously, y'all can't hear the comms, but you could tell that we kind of got split up there on that last push against the Bastion. So a few people went on in, and a few people like focused on the Bastion, which ended up obviously working out. But ideally, you want to isolate and focus down the same target. That way, they just die all the quicker, obviously. All right, one more map.